Just like the mirror cannot be contained by any of its reflections, so too awareness cannot be captured, cannot be identified to be any single one experience. It's that which allows all experiences. Every experience is a testimony of awareness. To be non-distracted, to be as you are, to be undisturbed in the midst of experiences, is to be awareness. You cannot find awareness, you can only be awareness. And you already are awareness. You're never not awareness. Now awareness is just a word, so don't focus on the word. Don't try to find awareness as an experience. Don't try to define it. Because every definition is just another appearance. You could say, within awareness. You don't have to, you could. But just see for yourself that every experience is happening. And that you can either latch onto it like a mad dog, or you can relax in the midst of your own identifications. And when you relax, when you truly relax, not just physically, not just numbing the mind, but when you relax the tendency to define, to describe anything, there is your freedom, right in your experience. It's not by trying to sort out awareness from the experience. It's not by recognizing awareness as separate from the experience. It's by being totally within the experience, whatever it is. Whether it's just silent meditation, or having to do 10 things at once, or having an argument, or whatever it is, whatever you sense, feel, think, that is the experience that awareness is experiencing, in a sense. So to be undisturbed in the midst, in that flow of experiencing, to be undisturbed in the flow of experience, is to come from a place of stability. As stability equals clarity. So for the first time we'll have some clarity about our circumstances, because we don't chase immediately after all of these experiences. We don't dive into defining them, but we're at ease. Our well-being for a moment doesn't need the experience to change. It doesn't need the experience to be anything in particular. And from this stable ground, which is not a ground, it's more like a groundlessness, there is a clarity, there is a wisdom, naturally so. Awareness is always here. Otherwise you could not be having this conversation, you could not listen to these words. Notice this. Notice that there is something constant. That in fact you are the constant, let's say, witness to your experience. And again, it's not about isolating a separate witness, because it's not separate from the experience. It's about being totally relaxed, giving up all definitions for a moment even, in the midst of your experience, whatever it is. Just total open being. Total undisturbed open being. And everything is seen to just be an empty perception, coming and going, unable to affect the mirror like the reflections do not affect the mirror. So two experiences do not actually affect you. Go and test this out. Go and see this for yourself. In fact, see it right now. You are not affected. Whatever I say, whatever you hear, whatever you think about it, whatever connects to you or doesn't, it really doesn't matter to what you are. You are unaffectedly here. Whether I say you are, whether I say you're not, so this cannot be denied, no matter what I say. Find this most basic essence. Find that of which alone you can be sure, which is that you exist. Everything is a testimony of your existence. Notice this throughout all experiences, again and again and again and again. It does make life easier. It really does. Doesn't mean that challenges won't arise. In fact, they will increase, and they will take on shapes that you haven't known before. They will grow more complicated, more complex seemingly, and at the same time it will all become so much simpler, so much more graceful, so much more enjoyable. And your experiences don't have to change in order for enjoyment to be. That's the thing, you see. We realize our unaffectedness and our inseparability, the inseparability of that unaffectedness with the experiences at hand. So there's joy in the experience. Intrinsic to the experience there is enjoyment, there is freedom, there is unaffectedness.